Hello everyone, my name is Pacha and welcome to a new episode of Isle of the Wild. Today we are building for, I think, one of the last animals of the new tropical pack, which is, of course, as you saw in the thumbnail and in the intro, the Fossa or Fossa. I don't know, I will most likely say Fossa throughout this video as this is the German the German pronunciation, and I know it's Fossa in English, which always confuses me a little bit because it's written the same way, but where am I to judge the pronunciation of English and German words? So don't mind if I sometimes say Fossa, sometimes say Fossa. It's the same animal, you get the deal. Yeah, we are building for the Fossa today, and true to the rest of Isle of the Wild, the habitat itself will be more utilitarian than fancy. That is, as is the case with most of the animals on this map, as we are still this kinda-ish research breeding facility kinda-ish, but also we are also a small zoo. So it's a mix between these two, and that's, I think, I kind of reflected with this build, as it's nothing too much themed or anything. A little bit of theming, of course, here and there, especially with these walls, with the new bark pieces, which are amazing on top of it, to give a little bit of texture in the background. I'm still not sure about these bark walls in the background. You can tell me if they are too much or don't look good enough or anything like that at the end of the video. But I'd want to try it out. It's always when a new DLC releases, you have to try out and play around with the pieces first to get a feeling of what you can do with them. And over time, they will integrate into your normal gameplay as every other piece that you got before. But in the beginning, you still, at least for me, I still need some time to work out what I can do with these pieces. But I can say these are very versatile, very amazing pieces that work in any case of scenario, but I also talked about that in my little DLC review that you can also find on the channel. And yeah, as you also probably saw in the beginning of the video, we have this little overpass, little animal bridge connecting two parts of the enclosure. You didn't even really saw the second enclosure in the intro video. You will see it in the end time review, and also of course when I'm building it here. And this idea was kind of what I wanted to do for a long time. I haven't built animal bridges for a long time in this game. I built them very regularly in the beginning when I started playing, but then I kinda stopped doing it for God knows reason, and I kinda want to get into that feeling with this bridge, and especially because the Fossa hitbox is very much small, or isn't that big to begin with. You can make some very narrow, very small bridges with it, which is amazing, and I think it turned out very well in the beginning. I also got a little bit inspired by Leaf's Fossa build. Of course, his animal bridge, his walking bridge was a little bit more more fancy, more bigger, extravagant, and mine is a little bit more functionality over style, I would say, for mine, which is nothing bad. It both have their pros and cons, of course. Yeah, what is also the plan for Isle of the Wild? Because the space isn't unlimited, and we are getting close to filling the whole map. There's actually still a little bit of a spot left, free spot left to the left of here when you're looking at the map. I will most likely also show it in the overview at the end. And I don't know yet if I want to keep that space free for a potential animal in the future, maybe, because maybe we get it in the next DLC. Sorry, will contain an animal that I want to have here. Or if I just fill that space with some storage areas, some utilitarian areas for the keepers maybe, and we basically close this zoo and we finish the zoo up, and then I will give it to you guys on the workshop to download and play yourself if you want to do that, and of course copy all the pieces and buildings out as much as you want. Of course, always if you're doing something like that and you want to publicly show your style, I would be very happy if you would mention that you get something from my works. But I think that is pretty much self-explanatory. Yeah, while we're building Animal Bridge, by the way, in the background, as you can see, where I had some little problems with the traversability, which I cut it out, but in the end I figured out it works best if you use the climbing sticks from the habitat section. So these wood beams, or what I call, then it works best for the traversability for these animals. What I will say, we still have some space left in Isle of the Wild, and I don't know, I have to think about what I'm gonna do with that space, and depending on what you will get an overview, showcase video, a tour video of the whole zoo. Then you know it will be available on the workshop and we finished it. Or if I wait for the next DLC and see what it gives to me. Or if I see the next DLC and see the next DLC is more fittingly to start maybe a new mini zoo, or a bigger zoo, then of course also will finish not Raven Creek, Isle of the Wild. Getting confused with my zoos here. Then of course also will finish Isle of the Wild and give it to you to download. Speaking of future plans for everything, next week I'm most likely I'm not sure yet, but most likely will not be a speed build video. Finally addressing the people that wished for more showcases here on this channel instead of speed builds. Next week will not be a speed build video, it will be a showcase of something that isn't finished yet. Half of the people now watching are already saying, no, I don't want to watch this next video. Wait and see. I was working quite a lot of time now on a new area for Raven Creek, a little bit of a sidetrack here to my other project, and I want to give you basically an update on that area, and maybe also, first of all, showcase that area, explain that area. I know people who watch my stream already saw the area, but they didn't know for what animals they are, what the plan for this area is. They just saw the general layout. So if you are watching my stream, you get a little bit of a sneak peek of these areas. Of course, I'm streaming every Friday at 9 PM CET over on the other big streaming website. So if you want to join us there, we always have a lot of fun, a lot of talk about stuff. Feel free, and you see some sneak peeks, maybe some early gameplay footage if you're interested in that. And also maybe sometimes I record stuff there. But yeah, as I said, this next week will be a showcase video of this new area, and from then on, I don't know how to progress, or not, I don't know how to progress, but I'm not sure yet how to go forward from that with that new area. If I do speed builds again, if I do just showcases, and then maybe we don't have a video every week, but every 2 weeks. You'll see, I will think about it once this video is out and then give you my idea, or maybe you can write your ideas in the comments or on the Discord to give me some more insight of what you guys would like to see. But more about it that later. We are here, of course, in Isle of the Wild, and we are not talking about Raven Creek, or we are talking about Creek, but we shouldn't talk about Raven Creek. Of course, we also have, as always, an indoor area for this animal. I think this is something I have done for every animal here in Isle of the Wild, that I also provide indoor areas, backstage areas for them, which I'm really happy about, because it gave me a lot of practice to build such things for future projects, which is really nice. Very simple, we thought. Maybe we will show more of it later. Very simple, not much done there, because we of course only have a small animal. And speaking of the Fossa, I was very surprised to learned that they are not nocturnal animals and also not diurnal, so daily animals. They are a mixture of both. Forgive me when I don't know the correct term at the moment. I looked it up, but my brain decided to forget it. Yeah, they are active during all times of the day, which is really cool. I would have thought they are nocturnal animals, as they look very much like typical. I mean, I don't know. I know they're not cats, but they look a lot like cats, and cats are mostly nocturnal animals, apart from maybe lions and such. But yeah, Fossa. If you haven't know, I didn't know before. Before I was playing zoo and more getting into the community, I wasn't really know anything about the Fossa. Are not related to dogs or cats at all. I think their closest living relatives, other than on Madagascar, are the civets, which are a little bit weasel-like animals on Africa, on the African continent. But the Fossa itself and its subspecies and other Fossa species, because there are also other versions of it, are a family of its own. Very endemic to Madagascar, of course, highly threatened because of habitat loss, because of wild dogs and other animals that got introduced by settlers to the island, and of course also because of deforestation. Their only food source are the lemurs on Madagascar, and when they disappear, the Fossa also disappears because it can't adapt that much, which is really a shame. So really nice that Frontier introduced them, and they look really cool. They look amazing. They have nice climbing animations when they climb up, so vertically up a tree. They have a nice jumping and climbing animation there. They also lay a really cool animation on their on vertical tree trunks, not vertical, horizontal tree trunks, trees or climbing pieces, much like the Amur leopard does, and I hope in the future also other cats do. So a little bit of cat animations here, but this isn't a bad thing, as they are very similar to cats and fill a similar niche on their island. But really cool to have them. Wasn't expecting them to be in the pack or any pack soon. But really nice that we now have them. Of course, we all expected them to be in an island pack, which we don't. I don't know if we still get an islands pack, because we got a lot of animals that we wanted in that pack. With this DLC, or at least we got the Fossa and the, let me think, Asian Water Monitor is also from Islands, and the other animal that we got was the Largibbon, of course, so also an island animal. And yeah, we are still missing the Tasmanian Devil, as well as the tree kangaroo, echidnas, all kiwis, maybe also that kind of stuff, maybe also some Caribbean island animals like the Cuban crocodile or something like that. But yeah, maybe we'll get an island DLC down the line, maybe not, we don't know. Don't know what to expect from the next DLC, honestly. Maybe, I don't know, something like a desert pack, because the summer packs are usually a little bit drier themed, a little more hot climate themed, fitting to the summer. But we will see. Yeah, speaking of, I will now leave you with the rest of the speed build with some nice chilling music in the background, and then I see you at the end of the video in our showcase. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video so far. Maybe give a like if you did, and yeah, enjoy the music, and I see you in the end of the video. So here we are now in the real-time part in front of the Fossa habitat, and as we are lucky we can see one crossing over from one side to the other. Really nice, as if that was planned. Cuff cuff. No, we are behind the Caracal exhibit, and in the background you can see the koala exhibit to the right, the Chewalski horses. And yeah, this is the complete habitat with both sides. There is the Fossa climbing around, walking through the grasses and bushes. And I could imagine that you could close these up to separate two animals if needed to the other one. I think is somewhere at either it's indoors or it's sleeping somewhere here. I don't know. I see that fighting, the fighting here. I have to fix that. I don't know. I didn't saw that when I was recording, but I will fix that afterwards. But yeah, the full habitat. You haven't really seen much of this side here, and there are lovely little sounds. If you can hear them, I don't know if you can hear them. But yeah, really nice. Really like how it turned out. The whole habitat itself. Wasn't sure in the beginning if I liked it, but with the whole foliage and stuff, it looks very good. I like it. And yeah, if we go to this door, we of course have the roof. No, we have the indoor area, which is very simple. Ah, there's the other one sleeping. Very simple, very utilitarian. Gets its job done. Maybe the cage is a little bit high for this small animal, but I copied over some fences from other part. Also, this has to be fixed. I'm getting, yeah, sloppy. If you go through this door, you have the hyena backside of the hyena habitat, and the wallaby backside of the wallaby habitat. And yeah, there is this, when we go around the corner, you can see the little spot that is still free, now occupied at the moment from 4 pieces, but there's still some free space there, so we could potentially put another animal down there. We will see, but other than that, the whole zoo is pretty much filled. And because this just happened as I was recording, Frontier released an update for Planet Zoo, update 1.13.1, which allowed us the possibility to disable the multi-access tool. As you can see, this is the old way of building, and now a lot of people have complained about it, me myself, because we always accidentally activated this tool and destroyed what we have built. Now we can disable it. To disable it, just simply go into the settings, go into the game settings, and there you can disable the multi-access tool by clicking and check marking this box. Then it's deactivated. If you make it blank, then it's activated again. Really nice, really cool that Frontier reacted so fast and gave us this option. Really cool for people who don't like the tool. But yeah, let me know what you think about the habitat, if you like it or not. And if you feel especially happy, maybe also consider giving this video a like. I would feel very happy about that. If you are really, if you're in a really good mood today, maybe also consider subscribing to the channel. We are still close to 1,000 subscribers, and you would make my day if you would support me, and with anything you can. And until then, I hope I see you in the next video. Stay safe, have a great time until then, and bye bye everyone.